Hi, and welcome just to a little bonus episode of Drinkglish. This was actually the one I recorded about a month ago. It was supposed to be my first episode, but now it's like technically it's episode four, but I'm going to call it episode three and a half because I've just recorded episode four with a guest, a former teacher and writer, and now a writer, and a fellow Substack collaborator. So I recorded that the other day, and I referred to that as episode four. So this will be like episode three and a half. It's just a look coming up in a second. It's just a look at some very funny misuses of the English language. So we'll just kind of laugh and make fun of a few people, and have some fun with the language. I do not have a drink with me right now. I'm not feeling very well, so I'm off the booze for a couple of days. But I did have a Czech lager during this next segment. So enjoy it, and yeah, see you soon.
I want to tell you a quick story about a teaching experience I had 10 years ago, roughly. I was teaching at the British Council Kyiv in Ukraine, and I requested one year to teach in an old-fashioned classroom with no technology because I wanted to kind of get back to basics. We didn't have enough classrooms for all of our classes, for all of our students, so we had to borrow the classrooms of a school across the street. And it was, an old school with no technology, no bells and whistles, no gadgets, no YouTube, internet, none of that, just an old-fashioned CD player and, old-fashioned desks and a chalkboard. I loved it. I mean, it was just back to basics teaching, and it was nice after a few years, because we had all the state-of-the-art, cutting-edge interactive whiteboards in our school. But this little school that we were using, I don't think many teachers wanted to teach there, but I loved it. And it was just like, it was like the good old days of just conversation, chatting, doing exercises in the book, grammar, vocabulary, the usual stuff you do in a classroom. But it just felt so, I think even the kids appreciated just not even having like Wi-Fi or internet and just doing it, like I said, old school style. So this is kind of like my approach to this project. Just a bit of chit chat, some conversation with some interesting guests lined up. But that's sort of like the analogy I'm going to use to talk about what I want to do. English. I see a lot of really. I'm going to get myself into trouble here. I see a lot of videos and language learning content and whatnot that's very good, very interesting. Some of it's okay-ish. I mean, it doesn't excite me, but maybe it excites other people. Some of it's just kind of bad, and this is where I'm going to get into trouble for bad-mouthing people, fellow colleagues around the world. But I see some inaccurate content, some poor language models, some shaky pronunciation, just bad stuff, bad stuff. I'm going to show you a few examples, actually, right now. Let's take a look at this first example. What do we have here? Now, this is just a little bit of funny bad English. I'm not going to be too harsh. This is from a menu in Ukraine. And, sometimes menu English, it's kind of drunk-glish, isn't it? Whoever was translating it was either drunk or, I'm just joking. Fried brick instead of croutons. That's cute. See, stuff like this is fun. It's innocent. I like to laugh at it. Ukrainian bacon under the grass. Cute, sweet. Is there a better translation for something like that? It's hard to say because it's kind of like hard to translate. This is from a local sushi restaurant that I take my daughter to. And here we have disposable chopsticks, of course. Single-use chopsticks made of bamboo wood. Very nice. 100% recyclable chopsticks, sometimes called chopsticks. Right. Chopsticks, sometimes called forks, are the perfect complement to any Asian meal. By the way, look at the spelling of complement. That is correct, isn't it? They complement. They go very well together, don't they? Oh, Daniel, you have a very lovely speaking voice. That's a very lovely beard you have, Daniel. Thank you for the compliment. Notice the spelling? The E changes to an I. There we go. That's why I was so good at my job over all these years. Now, what do we have here? But just double check. This is a language teacher. Just double check your spelling before you put this out to all your friends and students and followers. Now, what do we have here? Just to prove that nobody is immune. This is from a famous author, but on TikTok. I'm kind of new to TikTok. I'm experimenting. For International Women's Day. I have never heard of International Women's Day. Have you? Drinkglish. All right, what do we have here? We have an English teacher who is very kindly offering lots of different things. She's got some good references, and she's also got many downloadables. Now, I wouldn't normally be making fun of this. We all make mistakes, but it's a language teacher. And come on now, if you're a language teacher, you're held to, I mean, rightly, you're held to higher standards. Here we are back to the, here we go. Oh, I'm going to embarrass this poor person because I think if they're famous enough, they need to be called out. She's not a language teacher, but this international, well, she fixed international, but now she's saying Women's Day. Let's support female authors and female characters. I never learned these words as a student, and I've never taught them to my students as a teacher. Should I be teaching them female authors and female? Anyway, I think you get the point right here. We also have, oh, my final one, and it's our favorite. And here I am going to do some serious naming and shaming. This is somebody with 4 million TikTok followers. I think, something like that. And I've watched a few of the videos. Now, look, I'm not naive. I understand why people are watching her videos. I see the comments on her YouTube channel. They're mainly men, it seems. I cannot compete with this person. She's a lot better looking and younger than I am. There's no hope for me, but hey, if you're watching this much and this far, then there is hope. I saw this and I wasn't sure if it was like Shakespearean English or if it was like a parody. I think some of her stuff looks like a parody, but I'm not sure. I really don't know. Can I have the balls of ice cream? So it does sound very Shakespearean, doesn't it? So let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she is, maybe she is Drinkglish. Let's watch and laugh at some of her videos just to see if she is really what she says she is. Okay? Here is the video with our friend Giovanna. Let's see what she has to say.
Can I have 3 balls of ice cream?
Is she joking or is she a foreigner?
Ma'am, 3 balls?
A triple.
So she is looking for 3 balls, not the balls. Look, I'm being mean maybe, but if somebody has 4 million followers and you're teaching them English, like, come on, lady, get it right. Like, just double check. Like, seriously. Okay, and here is another good one. She's going to be talking about her egg. She calls this one her complicated day at the restaurant. Listen.
Sorry, my egg is burned. Oh, the egg is burnt, and I spilled on the table. You spit on the table because it came from your mouth.
Okay, yeah, that's funny. Look, this thing about burned and burnt, I mean, hang on a second. I don't know what she's correcting. They're both okay. Yeah, sure, one of them, I mean, burnt maybe sounds better, but this egg is burned. It's more common in American English to say burned, British burnt, whatever. Learned. But don't try to correct something that's already correct. Like, it's just not, it's very inaccurate. But look, guys, I'm not stupid or stupid in more American English. I'm not naive. I understand why people watch her. I'm just saying, I know why people watch her. I don't know. I'm after good prime language content. Let's talk about her. Listen to her story from Starbucks here, or as my sister calls it, Star Schmucks. So she's upset about her coffee.
Excuse me, my latte is very cold. Oh, great.
What? It's not great. I want it hot.
Oh, so you should say my coffee.
Oh, I know what I want and I want it now. Okay, I'm not going to sing. Listen, this is a weird example. If my latte is very cold, they'll understand me. It's fine. I mean, it's like, hey, look, this is very cold. I ordered a hot latte, you jerks. Why is it cold? Did I order a cold latte? No, it's a hot latte. So yeah, I mean, sure, if you say something is to something, it is negative, yes. But this is a bad example. It's very, very unclear. I watched a few of her videos. They're all like this. Are people watching her for the language content or something else? That is a rhetorical question. Drunkglish. Okay, so let's just yeah, let's. We got 4 million followers, depending on you. When I get to that many followers, oh my god, I don't know. Can you open? I looked at some of these videos and they are cringeworthy. But hey, what the hell do I know? Maybe maybe something. Maybe she knows more than I do.
Okay, so that was just a funny deep dive, not really a deep dive, kind of a shallow dive into the world of language misuse and miscommunication and miss something or other. Is a lot of bad grammar and bad stuff. We can do better than that, can't we? Join me again. I will see you on the next episode of Drinkglish. And I would say cheers, but I have nothing to drink right now. Yeah, I'm just taking it easy. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.